Hey, it's Aaron Sutton with National Land Realty here on our YouTube channel, Buy Dirt. Today we're going over episode 3, which is hunting prep, food plots, hanging deer stands, and just basically getting set up for our North Carolina whitetail season. We're going to join one of our agents, Blake Fleming, that works the Bertie County, Pitt, Martin, that kind of area is where he really hones in at most of his real estate business. But he also has a land management company called River Bottom Land Management. Blake has over 20 plus years of knowledge in the industry. He's been doing food plots since he was a young boy. Very knowledgeable, very educational, and he's going to go through that. Now, he owns River Bottom Land Management. We do have 2 other agents that have land management companies as well, and you can feel free to reach out to any one of them. Like I say, Blake works that kind of Pitt County, Greenville area. We've also got Jacob Lyle with Wildflow Land Management, and he works all over North Carolina and all over the place. And then we've also got Matthew Eakes that works out of Hyde County and Beaufort County, North Carolina. And he's really specializes in more your duck impoundments, your duck habitat, pit blinds, creating duck habitat. So that's his specialty. But he owns Whispering Woods Consulting and Management Service. But let's get with Blake and start to learn something today.
Hey folks, this is Blake with National Land Realty. We're going to be here on episode 3 of Buy Dirt, going over a little bit of season prep, fall food plots, trail camera setup, just odd and end things to kind of help you get your fall season. We're getting here short. We're only season's come in now, but we're a couple, 2 or 3 weeks out from gun season coming in. So we're gonna go over some things. Hopefully you'll get something out of this and some takeaways, and maybe we can help you out on the food plot setup. All right, I know we said we were gonna go with fall food plots. Here's kind of what we're gonna do. There's 2 different types of food plots. You got perennials and annuals. Perennials are gonna be a year to year that's gonna last for multiple years. Clover, alfalfa, certain things like that. A little more hard work to get put in. So if you're a beginner and you don't have a lot of material or equipment, you may want to try the annuals, which are going to be brassicas, wheat, oat, turnips, anything like that. They're kind of easier to get going. They'll benefit your deer throughout the fall season. The reason we plant these food plots are the average deer is going to eat 1.5 tons of forage per year per deer. And this tract that we're on today has a lot of pine thickets on it, so there's not a lot of forage here for the deer to eat, so we have to supplement them and get them some food to eat. So today we're going to be doing annuals, which is going to be a brassica blend with oats, wheat, triticale, a few other things. This is going to provide these deer with close to 3 tons of forage per acre for these deer to be able to eat. So this little food plot here is set up, goes down a creek bed, thicket here, pines here. We got our stand set up back there, a bean field on the top, pond in the bottom side. So that's the 3 main components you need. You need bedding, water, and food for your deer hunting spots. This track has it all. We are going to just add a few things in, so we'll get some seed in this pot today. Get this planted. This has been about 2 weeks to get this where it's at now. We've sprayed it, we've planted, or we sprayed it, we've come in and tilled it, and now we're going to plant it. We've got big equipment here to do what we need to do. For the folks that don't think they can do a food plot on the property, you don't have to have big equipment. You can have a lawnmower, have a place to plant your seed, go in and spray it, plant your seed, or throw your seed out, broadcast it, mow it back over the thatch to keep the seed wet, let it grow, let it rain. It's just kind of a throw and grow type mix, but it will work. You do not have to have the big equipment, so don't let that feel like you can't do what you need to do on your property because you don't have the right equipment. You can do it, and you need to do it to be able to have your stuff on your property. These deer got to go through this winter time. It's going to be hard on them if they don't have any food. If they don't have food on your property, they're going to go somewhere and find food, whether it's your neighbor or down the road, and you're going to lose your deer. So be sure to try to get some food on the property if you want to have a very good sustainable deer herd and have a good hunting property. We're in eastern North Carolina here, so we have 3 parts of deer season. We got our early bow season that comes in the first part of September, which is in now. We have a muzzleloader season that comes in about the second week of October, and then our gun season follows that and stays in till January the 31st. Different farms can be set up for different things. Food plots can be set up for each one of them hunting seasons. If you want to do a food plot and you're mainly just an early season bow hunter, you know, maybe clover fields are going to be the way for you to go. If you're going to be a gun hunter and hunt late in the fall once the winter gets cold and the deer don't have any food, you may want to think about a brassica plot, which is a cool season food plot. Brassicas, oats, anything, cow peas, iron clay peas, you can kind of mix that anywhere to get them deer through the winter. But there is a few different seasons, and you can set this up accordingly to benefit which one of those seasons that you're going to be that type of hunter for. As far as once you get your food plot set up or your farm set up for the hunting season, the best way, in my opinion, is to put cell phone cameras up. We can put cell phone cameras now, use the new technology. You don't have to get on your farm to check your cameras every weekend, take a chance of bumping and running the deer off. Let those cell phone cameras work for you. They're used to be high dollar. They're kind of inexpensive now. You can get from the bottom of the line to the top of the line. The cheap ones will do what you need if you don't want to spend a lot of money, but they are a big key to hunting success for the fact that you don't have to enter your property to come in and check your farms, put the camera up, let it work for you, check it while you're sitting at the house, and then you'll know when to come and hunt. Next thing we'll go over in this episode will be tree stand safety and approaching into your property without bothering the deer. You want to be sure you got a good way to come in and not spook your deer getting in. We'll show you a setup that we've done. You can build stuff to be able to do it, or you can design your food plots to be able to get in and have a good approach. And like I say, we'll go over a little bit of tree stand safety, some do's and don'ts that I think will help you out through the season. We're going to hit just a little bit on location. We may have went over a little bit earlier, but I'll get in a little more depth with it. Location of these food plots are key. You don't want to just stick your food plot out in the middle of a 25-acre field, 50-acre field. You know, them deer got to feel safe. This food plot here has bedding on the backside, bedding on this side. It has water cover. It's kind of thick in a secluded hole. We built this wall coming into this farm here of dirt. We had some leftover dirt. We built a wall, let it grow up. It's about 10 foot tall. It allows us to come down through here to be able to get in our stand in this tree right here. That way these deer in this field and these food plots don't see us walking in. It just gives us a really good access point to get into this farm. These small food plots are going to be the ones you're going to want to hunt on and try to, you know, tag your deer in this field, because these deer are going to come here, feel comfortable. They're going to stage up here before dark, and they're going to, after dark, they're going to head out, migrate out to that big bean field behind you over there. So that's why you want to have this. This is going to be called a kill plot. Your big food plots, or 5 acres or so food plots, they're going to be called a destination plot. That's where your deer are going to go, feed deer in the summer, feed deer in the night, and feel not pressured. I don't like hunting my destination plot. I like to have a good food plot that they can go to and nobody hunt, no pressure. This is going to be our hunting spot. Like I say, it's a little tight, little honey hole. This is going to be a really good spot, and it's been good spots from years in the past. We always kill deer here, stage out, going to that field. If you get last minute, hadn't done your food plots, you can do some throw and grow techniques, and you can get some stuff from Tractor Supply, Walmart, go anywhere. They've got some stuff. Don't feel like it's never too late to get food plots in. It may be just some type of cereal grains, but get it in, even if it's last minute. Something green to eat is better than dirt and snow. So like I say, if it's last minute, get in there, put them food plots in, and it's gonna make your hunting a lot better, and it's gonna make your farm more appealing for the deer. One other key to having a successful hunting farm is to have diversity. So we went through this farm. There's about 30 oak trees on that side we've planted, and we planted about 25 oak trees this year, as you can see, and we staged them from short to tall. We had an 18-wheeler come in and plant these big ones behind us. That way they'll go ahead and start dropping acorns this year. We planted white oak, nut-all, and sawtooth oak. We put 3 different ones. They fall at different times of the year to be able to give the deer you know, something different. And we have big white oaks right above us right here. We keep these fertilized to help us out, to try to keep them up, clean the trees up on the side, release the canopy. That helps these acorns fall out a lot better, gives these deer something to feed in. This food plot here is just right across the field from where we've been showing you. We've been working the whole day. We're also gonna get this one planted a day ahead of this rain. Our stand is right over there, so we'll be looking across 3 food plots to be able to look in here. But these acorns will get these deer something. They're actually falling right now on the ground. So we're excited. It's bow season. We got a bow stand behind us back here, and we'll be in this plot hunting here probably in the next week once the weather gets right here. One other small piece to the puzzle is prescribed fires. If you don't have the ability to do it, you can reach out to Forest Service. You can get on a plan with them. It's at a minimal cost. They'll do it, and there's companies out there, land management companies that'll come do it for you. But that is a big key to the farm. Burn that understory out. It lets new grass come back in, opens the canopy up for the wildlife to be able to get through there, gives them better browse, lets the turkey have nesting population. So also don't forget that on your farm. That's something you can do off season to keep you busy throughout the year. Do that in January, February, March when not a lot's going on. Burn those properties off. If y'all have any questions about anything you've seen today, feel free to reach out to somebody at National Land. All of us can help you out with anything. Feel free to reach out. Thank you.
All right, I hope that that Blake was very educational and informative for us. He's a very knowledgeable guy. Like I said, he's got over 20+ years of experience in the business. So feel free to reach out to him or Jacob Lyle with Wildflow and Matthew Yeats with Whispering Woods. Land management, all the guys are very knowledgeable. They're going to help you out the best that they can with whatever needs that you have, whether it be buying or selling real estate to creating food plots and deer habitat and basically making your property more valuable. If you want to, give us a like and subscribe, hit the button right above us, and we'll be on episode 4 here shortly.